Now I know I probably won't do a video for all my rabbits individually, but I thought if I was going to do for one at least, it would be Clover. I've had rabbits all my life, but Clover was really the rabbit that made me fall in love with them as much as I do now. So this video is all about Clover. Clover is a white lop, mini lot with blue eyes, and I didn't actually realise he had blue eyes until I took him home. I looked at his eyes and I was like, blue. Oh my god, because it's just so weird, because you don't really think, well, I don't really think of rabbits with blue eyes. Now on one of his ears, as you probably can see on the clips that I'm showing you, there's a split at the bottom. Now I didn't see it happen, but I am pretty sure, like I'm like almost 100% sure that it did happen, because there's blood around the run. As you might not already know, Clover loves food and he loves being near food, and there is usually food in the runs, and when he goes up to the boys' run, the boys don't like him, so his ear must have got in the run and they bit it really hard. But thankfully it scabbed up well, didn't get infected, it healed well, it healed pretty fast, so hopefully there was nothing wrong there. There's just a bit of scar tissue there and he don't seem bothered by it. But that is not the only accident he's had, unfortunately. Clover, now out of all my rabbits, he's the one who absolutely hates being picked up. If you see my last video, you would have saw how he reacted when I picked him up. I used to have a hutch where I used to have to pick him up to put him back, and I used to do it every day, but one day he got his foot and he put it under my hand and kicked off. He landed on the greenhouse head first, so I looked down to see, and it looked like he was eating something. I was like, what the hell? And then it wasn't until later that I realised it was his tooth. Well, I realised pretty fast it was his tooth, and he was bleeding everywhere, so I took him to the vets. It cost me so much, but thankfully he was all okay. He didn't get it from the root, I don't think, so he's still got 2 front teeth. Now I have a hutch that is on the ground so he can go in and out whenever he likes. I used to have a dog who unfortunately died now, bless her. Her and Clover were really close, like he used to follow her everywhere, and honestly I used to think that she thought she was a rabbit. She went crazy in her old age, and he seemed kind of lost when she died. Now the reason why I called him Clover is I was gonna call him something like Snowy, Snowbell, Snowball, I don't know, something like kind of cute and fluffy, but it just didn't go with his personality. It's like I named him Clover because I think it suits him well. We don't stop eating, and I don't know, it's more like a boyish sort of name. Something that you might have noticed or might not have noticed is that he's the only one that's not in the run. He runs free around the garden, and you might think it's favoritism. It's not. Clover, no matter how many runs, no matter what type of run he goes in, he always finds a way to get out. And it's so weird because none of the other rabbits do it. I can't tell you how many times I've cried thinking that I've lost him forever, only to find him at the back garden eating the grass and buzzing next to all the girls. But unfortunately he lost his buzz now. It was only one time that he actually completely escaped out of our whole garden. I wasn't there at the time, it was my mum, and she heard a knock on the door, and it was this man. He was holding him by the ears and the legs apparently, and he was like, is this your rabbit? And my mum was like, oh my god, because she thought he was still playing outside in his run out in the garden. Every time I brung him out, the run he used to be in was at the side garden, but every time he saw the grass, and it must have just tempted him so much, and that's all we wanted. So we made our garden all secure so he couldn't get out, and he's happy enough. He loves it. Just in case you wonder what I feed him, he always has dry pellets. I don't know what they're called, but just them. I used to feed him and my other rabbits the mixed muesli, is that what it's called? But I didn't realise how bad they were for the rabbits, and they used to waste a lot. They used to pick out all the good bits and leave other bits, and also it was more expensive than the ones that I have now, so this food is just better for them anyway and better for him. And I also give him a lot of fresh food. I feed my rabbits twice a day. Don't worry, they're not big meals. It's one meal split in half. I've always done it ever since they were younger. It's a big story behind it, but I can't bother to say it. He's always got fed once, so I just give him one lot of food, which is the same amount as the others, but just in one lot. And he loves it, and that's what makes him get in his hutch at night. So if you have trouble getting your rabbit in their hutch at night and you can't catch them, and it's a hutch that they can go in by themselves, don't feed them when they're out, or don't feed them nice stuff. Like obviously let them have the hay or the grass they're on, because you can't stop them from eating that. Leave the nice juicy vegetables in their little dry food at the end of the day, so they have something to go in the hutch with. And then obviously they all have, and he has endless amount of hay. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably quite short, but that's my little Clover. I love him, my little boy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe if you want. Yeah, but anyway, goodbye.